All right, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're taking our analytical framework and aiming it at something small but, well, pretty powerful. We're going to deconstruct a single statement, piece by piece, and really see what makes it work.
Okay, so let's jump right in. This whole thing starts with a really curious observation about how markets work. An idea that's directly tied to the seasons. It's almost like a brand new principle for us to look at. So the statement opens with what sounds like this profound economic truth. Nowadays, in the cold, prices have gone up. Now, I mean, on the surface, that makes sense, right? You think of stuff like heating oil or maybe a new winter coat, but the observation we're analyzing today is a lot more specific than that. You know, this whole premise is so interesting, we could probably give it a fancy academic-sounding name. How about seasonal value inflation? The whole idea is that the perceived value of a subject, it goes up as the temperature outside goes down. It's a nice clean correlation, but it's missing a really crucial variable, isn't it? And that missing piece, well, that brings us to our very next step. We have this principle, seasonal value inflation, but we still need to know what subject it's actually about. What is it that's getting more valuable? Luckily for us, the source material anticipates this and poses the central question for us. And here it is. This is the whole pivot point of the analysis, boiled down into one direct question. Whose prices have gone up? I mean, this is it. The premise has been set, but without an answer to this question, the whole theory is just incomplete.
So are we just left hanging? Nope. Thankfully, the source doesn't leave us in suspense. It gives a very direct and frankly pretty unexpected answer to our central question. It reveals the exact variable in this little economic model of ours.
The clarification starts so simply, so casually, almost like an afterthought. It sets the stage perfectly for the reveal. It says, oh, these, and there it is, the subject whose value has apparently inflated because of the cold weather is of wives. Yup, a stunningly specific data point that completely, totally recontextualizes our entire economic principle.
So, now that we have all the components out on the table, we can finally piece them all together into one single, coherent thought. This is where we get to see the full structure of the argument and how it moves from a really general observation to a very, very specific conclusion. The logical flow is actually pretty simple when you break it down. Step 1, you start with the premise. The weather gets cold. Step 2, you observe the economic effect. An increase in value or prices is noticed. And that brings us to step 3, the conclusion. This increase in value applies specifically to wives. It's a perfect little 3-act structure, isn't it? Setup, development, and resolution. So why do all this? Why deconstruct something so simple? Because it's a perfect little microcosm of how a good narrative works. It establishes a premise, it poses a question, and then it delivers an answer that's surprising, but also kind of logical. Which leaves us with a final thought. What can the structure of a simple joke really reveal about the art of a powerful explanation? Thanks for joining me.